everyone, and welcome to The Old-Fashioned Friendship, where two long-term buddies get together, sip on bourbon, and relive the wild, hilarious, and sometimes outright ridiculous stories from our 20 years of friendship.
We're here to share the laughs, the memories, and the chaos from the good old days. Whether it be from our small beginnings in a smoke-filled tent, a random adventure, or just an everyday moment that somehow turned into a legendary tale. I'm Bobby.
And I'm Brandon. Together, we're uncorking a bottle in every episode, from the boldest of bourbons to the most intriguing whiskeys, and everything in between.
We'll share our unfiltered reviews, debate our favorites, and trust us, we got some stories that might surprise you. So let's get into it.
This is The Old-Fashioned Friendship. And welcome back to episode 6?
7?
6.
6?
God damn.
It's fine. That's fine. If we're on episode 7, I have a surprise for you.
No, we're on episode 6. It's episode
like
6.
I said, episode 7. I have a surprise for Brandon for our big number 7.
6.
It's number 6. Yes, it is. So I have a surprise for you, and I wanted you
All
to.
right.
I'm going to try to keep this box very quiet. I got you this.
What's in the box?
That's. It's not the box because those are our arms
I'm going to try to keep
for our
it
new
really quiet,
microphones.
too. Oh, God.
It is cardboard. It shouldn't be loud unless you break it.
Oh, it's a shirt.
How do you know it's a shirt? It might be a napkin.
There you go. Oh, thank you. Oh, would you look at that?
Yeah. Okay. You ready for this? I've been rocking 2 fucking shirts this whole
The whole time I've been
the
here?
whole time, bro.
Oh, my gosh. Look at that. That's awesome. So you got the logo to go through on the cricket? Oh, that's awesome.
So me and Brandon now have T-shirts for the podcast.
Merch.
Yeah, merch for us.
Whatever. If anyone wants it, $50. Pretty sure we can get more.
Yeah.
That's
Did you
awesome.
say 15?
50.
15?
50. Yeah, we don't have like a production set up for this. We got to pay your wife to do it.
Yeah. Is it the right size? That's what I was worried about.
Probably.
Okay.
Booyah.
That's
what's
dope,
up.
right? How
That's
cool
what's
does
up.
this look? It's our logo. That's on our podcast.
It looks
now.
pretty cool. Y'all will see pictures on our Instagram, I'm sure.
On the Insta.
Shortly. On the gram?
Yeah, on the gram. Is it not Insta anymore?
I don't even know what it is.
Well, now that we hijacked my wife, she's going to go back upstairs.
All right.
Bye, Valerie.
Hey, thanks, Mel, for the hard work. I appreciate you.
She worked on them all day. I told her this morning I needed it.
Really?
Yeah.
Man. Awesome.
Yeah. Love you. Bye.
All right, well, that was everybody's first glimpse at Melanie joining us on the podcast. Kind of cool. We have shirts now. I can't believe we have shirts.
Those are dope looking.
That's
there,
pretty
right?
cool.
It's not bad for we're just coming up off the fly going, hey, can I do something with this and this? And we don't even know if this is our logo yet.
We don't, but what we do know is we will release a line of this.
Oh, yeah, at some point.
At some point, we're going to release a line of this and just be like, boom, this is our first idea.
Yeah.
Kind of cool.
Yeah. I was thinking this would be cool on the back, bigger, and then a little OFFP on the pocket.
Okay.
But I'm not sure. Huh?
OFF.
Oh, OFP.
Listen off.
Listen off.
I'm going to try to make that stick, y'all. Let me know in the comments down there. Do we like listen off? Do we like off? I like calling it off. I think it's
Off
cool.
OFF. Old-fashioned friendship.
Old-fashioned?
Old-fashioned friendship.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Okay.
We're adding ours all over the place.
Yeah.
Offer. Off our.
Far.
Aardvark.
So what do we have planned for tonight, Brandon?
Well, actually, tonight we're going to try a bourbon that we picked up, a couple months ago, and managed to find the distiller online. It was kind of cool. Had a conversation with him today. Pretty cool guy. Otherwise, I mean, I don't think
Talk
we
about the
really have
day.
anything.
Talk about the whiskey.
Right. Absolutely. How was your week?
My week was really busy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I had more energy than last time we talked. Last 2 weeks, whatever. When we did the mailbox.
Yeah.
I think the mailbox wore me out.
Right.
So I'm tired. I know you're feeling probably tired right now too.
Dude, I'm beat up, but as long as I'm sitting, it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Newest part of our collection, your collection, Jack Daniel's 10-year.
Oh, yeah. Jack Daniel's 10-year. Yep.
And Buffalo Trace store pick.
Store pick. Yeah.
That's dope though.
So, kind of cool. Yeah.
Each store, has their own, what they want it to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We'll see. It looks a little darker.
It might be. Yeah, you don't know if it's gotten more of that flavor of that color in from the char.
It'll be interesting. We'll try that at some point.
Yeah. We should put it up against regular buffalo.
Because we have a ton of that.
We do. We have
so much.
We have what do they call that? We got stock in buffalo.
I am stocked up on buffalo. I've got now 8 bottles plus an open one.
And I got my new liquor cabinet all set up.
Yep.
Which I thought I had a lot of liquor, a lot of bourbons and whiskeys.
That's a lot of bourbon.
It is, but it's not.
It's a lot.
That whole shelf. I have a whole shelf of just Sazerac, Weller's, and Buffalo.
Yeah.
And Blanton's.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's not.
Are you complaining? Because I'm sure that some people would gladly take that problem.
I am lucky enough to have a single barrel Weller's. Which that was expensive on the secondary, but I won it in the lottery.
Yep.
I have Special Reserve, which is a green label. I got Antique 107. I can pretty much get that whenever I want. It just costs a little bit more. And then I have 2 bottles of Weller 12 year. Oh. Those are special-ish. They're harder to get.
Gotcha.
So we get CYPB is the next one I need. And then Foolproof.
Gotcha.
So if anyone's got any leads on those, we need them.
Yeah.
Because I want to do a whole Weller's night.
We'll just do a flight.
Yeah.
Flight night.
Speaking of that, I did see a whole flight of Weller's. Yeah. Watch us not like any of it.
Yeah, that'd be terrible.
But I think they don't have to be our favorite bourbons or whiskeys. And they're which one's there? They don't have to be our favorite. They're weeded bourbons. That's what they are. And it would just be cool to be able to say I've tried the regular ones.
I've had what they have to offer.
I'm not going to do the millennial whatever bottle that is. So they just released a bottle for fundraising for Buffalo Trace for the flood that just happened a while back.
Okay. And
they have a bottle of a Millennium. I think it's like a 101 bottle, something crazy or whatever like that. It's on auction right now for fundraising in that area. Mm-hmm. And it's at $12,000. So.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
It is.
I'm not putting $12,000 into a bottle.
Well, it's for a fundraiser. You know what I mean?
You still want to get one bottle.
Yeah, you have to be. But so here's the thing with bourbons, right? Mm-hmm. Like, I don't think I could ever spend that much on one.
Right.
I think I would enjoy it. I'd enjoy the 12 year when I drink it. The Weller's 12. I tried that. It was really good.
Yeah.
At what price does the bourbon stop being worth it? You know what I mean? And you just want to talk about that you had that bourbon. You know what I mean?
I gotcha. Like, at what point does it just become a trophy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I love trophies.
Yeah, I think it's like every few $100. Yeah.
Over a few hundred? Yeah. Probably right. I say $200 to $300 bottle to be like, I have something special is cool. You know what I mean? A hard to find bottle, 2 to 3, maybe 400 if it's really special. That CYBP or PB is going to cost probably $400 for us to get it here. You know what I mean? So if I get that, that'd probably be my tops. But to go into the thousands, like Eagle Rare, or the Weller's Millennium, or any of those that are like, we have in our liquor stores now. We're in Virginia. They're government-run liquor stores. We have a $600 bottle of Whistling Pig at ours, right? Mm-hmm. $600 for Whistling Pig? Is it worth it?
I don't know. I don't actually think I've ever had Whistling Pig.
It's
just a regular.
Yeah, it's definitely going to have to be something. They have so many.
Right.
You know what I mean? And whenever you're getting into it, me and you were both kind of new to this, right?
Right.
So I'm within probably 2 years of actually liking it and being around it. Yeah. I had 2 Christmases where people bought me bourbon. And that newness of it, I haven't tried a lot. So whenever you get stuck on something, you get stuck on Buffalo, right? So we do Buffalo Trace, we do Travelers, we do Blanton's, which used to be really hard to find, but now I got like 6 bottles of Blanton's. Sazerac Rye. I get into the Wellers because they're made from the same distillery. And so you start picking out your groups that you want to be on, And I think it's going to be a while before Whistling Pig's on my list of what I want to try.
I got you.
And it's nothing against them. If it was there and they're like, hey, this is Whistling Pig, I'd be like, cool, drink it. But I don't think I'm going to search it out or try to search for it to get it.
I got you.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
There's so many more other ones, Uncle Nearest, stuff like that. I want to try more of his.
Yep.
But.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. Oh, Bowman. Sorry. Bowman. Forgot about Bowman. Bowman's good.
Love my Bowman.
Yeah.
Love my Bowman. I'm in so much. I don't want to call it pain. It's just sore. I'm just so freaking sore.
That's because you're working on the house.
Yeah. That was a project. That was decent, though. Yeah, cool people, worth the time. Got to show people how to put together vinyl flooring.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're like, wait, that's all you have to do? And it's like,
Yeah, all I gotta do is sand
pretty
together.
simple. Yeah. Well, not even that. It's just like cutting it, just like squirt with a knife.
Yeah.
Done.
Caught a day.
Game over. That was easy. The subfloor, that was a pain in the butt, man. Busting out subfloor, trying to get all that done.
What was wrong with the subfloor?
So the people they were renting to just like left the door wide open all day.
Oh, no.
Every day.
Yeah.
And like it's been raining the last couple of days, right? So I watched like, and it hasn't been raining hard, right? Except for today, it rained a little hard, but I was after the project was done.
Nice.
But like water just coming in too, and it just got up under the laminate, rotted out the subfloor. I mean, you took a step in spots, and it was like, oh, the only thing holding you up is the laminate. That's not gonna work. Yep. So I had to tear that all out, but it was super cool. I got to go out with my Festool track saw, like a BAMF, and just cut out a perfect square, and then cut a perfect square to go right back into it. I mean, how often can you put a square inside of a square and get it on the second shot? Well, you know, that's good
odds.
By an eighth of an inch.
That's what I don't think. I remodeled my house a little bit. I remodeled for 2 years with Marja's as a bathroom installer and kitchen installer. And people don't realize it. It's not on the first shot 90% of the time.
Right.
If it is, you were lucky.
Right.
You were just lucky that time that it happened to fit. Yep. Mike used to have a saying, I cut the board twice and it's still too short.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true. He did say that. He said that a lot.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
And that dude was a professional cabinet maker.
Professional cabinet maker. Yep. I mean, measure once, cut twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they say, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Measure once, cut twice.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
If not, the people will tell us in the comments that we're wrong.
For sure. Absolutely.
Yeah. That's right.
Absolutely. Interesting. End of our big sale for the year, so I'm super excited that that's over. Except what that means is, so we started the sale 160 bikes. We ended the sale with like 42.
That's good. Some good numbers.
Yeah, except that means I've got to rebuild the inventory back up to 160, which is gonna suck.
Oh, yeah.
Because you
have to put all this together.
Yeah, we have to build them. They have to be built. So it's like an hour and a half per bike.
Jeez. Well, that's job security.
That's like job overwhelmingness. We already have like 40 or 60 hours of labor sitting in the shop waiting to get done, plus that's coming in. That doesn't include people who ordered online and are going to have to come and pick up their bike. Like, it's gonna be a rough week or two, or 3 or 4. So, so we'll see what happens. It'll be interesting.
I got to go through a dealership during Memorial Day weekend.
Oh, yeah? How'd that go?
Too many cars, too many deals.
Oh, yeah?
But we needed it. We were slow in the beginning of the month, and then, everything wanted to drop at once. So I don't even know how many deals we did over Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Did they actually run anything special, or is it just the annual?
They doubled the employee discount, but with our pricing and stuff, the way it's set up, it's a good deal. It's just what it is.
I gotcha. Yeah. Interesting. Dropped my car off today.
You did? I took you home?
Yep, sure did.
Yeah.
Yep, getting that paint protection and the Cristal Fusion.
Cristal Fusion?
Yeah, they're going to pour some Cristal on it. And...
Did you know Cristal is gone?
No way.
It's still out there, but it's not. Have you heard about it?
No.
Neither have I.
I mean, I just figure I hang out with the wrong crowd. My people drink bourbon.
I mean, but you still appreciate, there's like a popular drink around and it just disappears.
Okay.
What the fuck happened to Cristal?
I don't know. Can anybody tell us?
Should we get a bottle?
Yeah.
I wonder how much it costs.
Just like,
just
shake it and shoot it.
$1,000 in the front yard.
Right. What was that for? Because we could?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we ain't going to do that.
There's tire squealing outside. You hear that?
I did.
Yeah.
Yep. So, yep, that was the week. Kind of sucked. Kind of didn't. Made the week go by fast. Got a big weekend coming up, too.
Another one?
Yep. Got to do Jackalope Fest down at the oceanfront. Canadian X Games for anyone who's curious. There's a skimboarding competition, a rock climbing competition, base jumping, all down
So
the
when you
beach.
say Canadian X Games, do you mean it's like the Canadian version of X Games will be here?
Yeah.
Why
That's
don't they
what
do it
it
in
is.
Canada?
I don't know. Not a lot of beaches.
Does X Games do stuff outside of the U.S.?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's probably it then.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there's not a lot of beach in Canada.
Hey?
Eh? Maybe there is. Maybe there's more beach than I think.
I don't know.
But it's colder.
Yeah, not right now.
It's still colder.
Yeah.
The water temps.
Yeah, but it's still kind of chilly here.
It's gorgeous here.
It is. It's the best time of the year right
oh
now.
my God. By far. Best time of the year by far. So, we got this bottle here from Lost. And it is something that we picked up a little while ago. And we have tried it when we first picked it up, but we didn't actually drink a bunch of it. Like, there's barely anything missing out of the bottle.
Yeah,
I think
we
we just
barely
did little
tasted it.
tasty samples.
The thing that gets me is that in our short term in the bourbon and whiskey world is you don't buy the best looking bottle.
Right.
But this thing's dope looking.
It is a cool looking bottle.
Do they all come in this size? Or can you get bigger ones?
You can get a bigger one. That's the 350 and I think 375, and then you can get a 750.
You can get a 750 of
You
this?
can get a 750, but the bottle's short and fat.
Yeah.
Yep.
Real tall and
So
skinny.
we got to go.
Oh.
Yeah.
It looks different?
Yeah, the bottle is
wow.
different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because this is probably a foot, 18 inches long.
Something like that.
That's 7 inches. It's about 2 inches around, but it's a tall, slender bottle, and we don't usually stop and just look at bottles, but this one was eye-catching.
Yeah, it was. It had a little leather band on it.
Yeah.
So here's what I found out. And I cheated to get a lot of this information. So shout out to Nick Chiaffi. I hope I pronounced that right, Nick. I know you sent it to me phonetically. We'll see. So Nick Chiaffi is one of the brewmasters. So Lost Bourbon Club, 3 buddies
Yeah.
who made a bourbon line.
Damn that. We only have 2.
3 buddies. Yeah, 3 of them. 20 years.
20 years of friendship?
20 years.
Seriously?
Yeah. Yep. It's on their website and everything. Kind of
We
cool.
only have 2. There's no
I
way
know.
we're going to start a bourbon company.
Well, but if we find one now, then we can have a bourbon company in our 50s.
Okay, that's fine.
Except I think Nick is probably in his 30s.
Yeah. Nick beat us to it.
I don't know. He does a YouTube channel, by the way. Pretty cool. Check him out. Anyway, so I sent him a picture of the bottle, and he said, "Oh, cool. That's our high wheat, single barrel, straight bourbon, noted by the Golden Antlers. Barrel 127, which is the barrel that it came out of, was aged a little over 5 years at the time of bottling. High wheat bourbon just won platinum at the Ascot Awards."
Okay.
Run by Frederick Minnick, who's generally considered the leading critic of bourbon in the world.
That's dope.
It's kind of cool. Right?
I did cheat a little bit. I saw their website, and they have won a lot of awards with this stuff.
Yeah. So tasting notes from Fred were rich and mouthwatering, with a poached apple and pear aroma, and a lush, beautiful mouthfeel, and just the right touch of funk.
Okay.
So we're not describing anything with funk, and this guy is describing things with funk. Now, Nick did say he doesn't give tasting notes. He tries to avoid giving tasting notes because he finds them to be subjective.
Yeah.
Which I think is kind of cool. But he did say that, like, you know, their wheats are a little bit sweeter and mellow.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so we're going to give that a try for Nick here.
And that's not too far from us.
It's really not. We're gonna go see Nick at some point. Now, we'll also say I found Nick. I found Nick's phone number, and I just texted him one day after getting this bourbon, and it was kind of cool. So he's one of the co-founders of the Lost Whiskey Club. It's in Virginia, overlooking Lost Mountain. All three of them are builders and craftsmen. So Nick's a carpenter and a welder.
Nice.
So it was a place to go to get away from the city life and whatever they wanted to do to recharge. Designed and built to inspire just that kind of like rekindling of friendship.
Okay.
It's kind of cool.
Which is dope. We found this.
Right?
Yeah.
So he's friends with Rob Castle, who's a well-known and respected master distiller in Pennsylvania at the New Liberty Distillery.
Okay.
Called him up, asked him if he could train under him, and he got an absolute yes. So he started training under him in 2016. So almost 10 years of training.
Nice.
To become a distiller at the level that he is. They're not a large firm. It's just him, friend and partner Mark, and Zach. All worked and built together for close to 20 years, and now we love to create cool things that help people get together and share memories.
That's dope.
So, yeah. So it's really cool. I'm hoping that he takes a listen to this podcast and because I texted him, I was like, man, I read that whole story, and it made me think of like the exact same reason why we're doing this podcast.
Yeah.
So I was like, it's pretty freaking awesome. So would be cool. Try to figure out, maybe Nick, hear me out. We get his 3 together, and then us together. That's 5 of us, and we go out for burgers and fries.
Five Guys Burgers and Fries.
There you go.
Not a
Nailed
sponsor.
It. Not a sponsor, but we'd take
be.
one. Yeah, Lost, we'd also take a sponsorship. Not gonna lie.
Absolutely.
You can send us whatever bourbon you want. So let's crack this open. Let's do a warm tasting, and then we'll do a cold tasting.
Ready to pop the cork in
and
there?
see how that goes. A little cork pop in action.
Ooh,
that was
that
good.
one sounded good.
It did. I shoved my nose straight into that. Actually, I kind of shoved it in my friggin' tooth. A clicky click.
Which one's your freaking tooth? Is that the front one or the beside
that's
the thing?
the freaky tooth.
That's the freaky tooth?
Yep. For
How much you
sure.
pour? Just a splash?
I just poured a splash. I mean, we're going to try it and then, probably pour some more.
Yeah.
It's what, 92 proof? 95 proof?
90.
90.
Yep, 90
Perfect.
proof.
Perfect. Right in our range, man.
It is, man.
Super exciting.
It's not that I can't appreciate the higher notes, but
God, that smells good.
dang, that smells better than the day we opened it. Which is so crazy. Dude, I'm telling you, the last couple months in our bourbon journey, the podcast, all this stuff, has been just pure luck.
Right.
We were going to pick up this couch. There was no reason for me to buy this couch where I bought it.
Right, absolutely.
We decided to go out there because they had a couch. We saw a liquor store across the parking lot, and we're like, well, we're not going to be out
We're
here.
already moving a couch.
Yeah, we're already
so
moving
we
a
need
couch.
to
Might
be
as well pick up a
drunk.
bottle. So we legitimately left the couch in the back of the truck.
Yep.
Went in the liquor store, walked around, didn't find anything else we really wanted.
Nope.
But it
Found
was
a
cool
bottle
to-
of Buffalo Trace.
Oh, yeah, another bottle of like you
But I
needed
put
that.
it down.
Oh, you did?
I put it down
You
and
picked
we
this
got
over
this.
Buffalo.
Yep.
And smelling it, I'm glad you did because it smells amazing.
Well, at the end of the day, I still had those. I had my stockpile of Buffalo Trace, and I don't have this.
I need a
so
stockpile
we're
Lost.
Maybe like a whole barrel of Lost.
Yeah.
Maybe like a Lost Friendship.
A Lost Friendship barrel.
Ooh.
That's good.
That's nice and smooth.
Sorry we were quiet for a minute. We were
That's
just
nice
enjoying
and
the whiskey.
smooth. Yeah. Like
I
kind
just-
of
I
real
hate
mellow.
to say it. I just went to a campfire. Sitting around a campfire. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I could
Yeah.
do that. Campfire.
One of
this. Yep.
It's only a 375. It's not going to last much of the fire.
Right.
Because whenever we start drinking,
Yeah.
we usually go through 750.
Yeah. We do. We go through a decent amount of bourbon, man. When we actually are trying to, we go through a
Well,
decent
even when
amount.
we're not trying to, but we're just having a good time.
Well, that's what I mean. Like,
yeah, when you're having a good
'cause
time, it's
we've never sat down with the intention of killing a bottle of anything.
no.
but it's happened.
Yes.
Few times.
Yeah, I'm just going to crack my new bottle open. Okay. And then at the end of the night,
I'm just going to crack this bottle open because we ran out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to crack the next one.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we're half naked in a pool. And it's cold outside.
I don't even know what month that was. August, September?
Yeah, probably.
Somewhere around there. And we were swimming in your dad's backyard.
Yep.
Which is cool enough. We all live in a compound. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Ryan, the trooper he stayed out there.
He stayed with us the whole time.
He was so worried. He was like, they're going to hit their head and die in a pool, and I can't have that happen.
So much fun.
Yeah. That was the night that we got measured for suits, right? Yeah.
Because we cracked a bottle of Buffalo, and Ryan wasn't drinking. Or did drink?
Ryan had a drink.
Beer.
Yeah, that's
Ryan brought beer. Greg wasn't drinking that much. He had a drink or two.
Yep.
Me and you were the only two really killing that bottle.
Oh, yeah.
And we went through.
We were working.
Sometimes, this is the bad part about this one, right? Mm-hmm. You could open this one day and just go, I need a glass of that. Right. And when that glass is gone, I could go for another.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sometimes it just hit right.
Like when you're dealing with 350, right? You're like, I'm going to pour 2 fingers of that, and then it's just gone. It's half the it's just gone.
But it makes you, I think it makes you stop and appreciate it a little bit more.
Right. Absolutely.
Because you don't have as much. We don't know when we're going to see it again.
Right.
Because it hasn't been at our store.
Yeah, that's what's weird is I actually looked for a bottle because now I want to see they have other bottles.
Yeah.
And I want to try, maybe some of their other ones.
And I say our store. It's not like this store isn't 20 minutes away, but it's just not an area that we're often at, which might give us a reason to do something tomorrow.
Maybe.
Just drive out and stay relaxed.
They do have a rye. Lost makes a rye. Which I know you're a big fan of ryes.
Yeah.
So that might be worth it.
Damn, that's good.
Getting vanilla?
I am, but I'm getting like a mouthfeel of like almost like a vanilla.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What I think I really like is it is not dry.
It's not. There's no, you know what I mean? There's no,
like your mouth doesn't go like, wah.
Yeah. It's not dry afterwards. Dude, I had it hit like the side of my cheek. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sometimes like you have like whiskeys and they'll hit you wrong when you go to drink it. This one, it hit me wrong and it still tasted good. Just an awesome whiskey.
That is pretty good. Man.
That's dope.
I mean, like, even like that little hint of caramel at the end, like let it just like finish completely. Let it finish in your mouth.
And I shut the fuck up. And I get the kind of funkiness. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because you said funkiness before we drank it, and now I'm listening
like,
for
now that I've heard somebody describe that as funkiness,
I know what you're talking about.
I'm like, damn, that is funky.
Yeah.
Gosh. So if you have the opportunity, if you're out at the ABC store and you see the Golden Antler bottle of Lost, go ahead and pick it up. We picked up bottle 120 or barrel 127 and story 89, and I'm hoping at some point to figure out what the stories mean, because I did look in, couldn't find it. Well, I meant to ask him and I didn't, and now we're recording.
So from what I saw online, and I might be completely wrong, was you save the leather strap that goes across the cork, right, to keep it.
Yep.
And that story is that story. That night is night story 81. You know what I mean? Because you're going to have multiple nights hanging out with each other. You're going to have multiple stories. That one is number 81. That one's number 82. That night would be like if we categorized all of our stories and said that was number 1, the night that me and you said we're going to hang out the next day. Mm-hmm. That was story number 1. Story number, you know what I mean? I think that's the meaning.
I gotcha. Okay, maybe.
From what I read.
All right.
But I might be getting that all wrong.
We gonna find out how much of a late nighter Nick is. It's 9:45, and I was like, "Hey, what's up? What's story mean?"
He's like, "Bruh,
bro, let me tell you a story about it."
I don't even know you,
right?
Yeah, but I got your cell phone number, bro.
Yeah, it sounds like a personal problem. You should have blocked it.
Yeah, like, you
watch
can block it now
because we'll show up at the distillery expecting to drink some bourbon. You'll buy it.
From what I saw, they have a podcast area there.
Do they? No way.
Have you not seen the website?
I mean, I kind of a little bit toward the website, but nothing crazy.
Apparently, yeah, there's like I don't know 100%. There's a place out by a bar that looks really cool with like a hammock built on the deck.
Right.
There's the house or the gathering area that they have that you can do stuff at. And then there is the distillery, which I think has like a little area you can sit in and try their whiskeys and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, most distilleries are going to have like a testing bench or whatever you have you. So, but
pretty cool though.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is good. This is good. So I think at this point, what I'd like to do is get some ice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we'll
this,
take a quick second and grab some ice, refill with some more of this really nice bourbon, and just see the difference between the two.
I think this might be one of those that we go, it's better hot.
Might be.
I'm worried that this is just speculating.
Right.
And just because that's what we can do. This is our speculation, right? Mm-hmm. I think that sweetness you're getting on it. Yep. And I'm worried some of that's going to go away.
So it says it's best enjoyed neat or with a single cube of ice.
Okay. So I'm down.
Like, I'm not
going to say no to it. That's just delicious.
Try some more.
It would be great if I could find somewhere local that I like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A Virginia place, doing Virginia things.
Yeah.
Making Virginia bourbon. Whiskey.
Hey, there you go.
But it is super good.
Cool. All right.
We'll see you guys in a minute.
Right back.
All right. Well, hopefully we put ice in our drinks without you guys hearing us.
Right.
They will be a little sloshy right now, though.
Right. So we go upstairs, and my sister's here, apparently. They're playing games, and like, luckily, she brought snacks. Yeah. She brought Rice Krispies treats. I mean, that's next level, man.
Rice Krispie treats is like I don't know, like when you were cigarettes to an adult that smokes is Rice Krispie treats to everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Nope. No, you lost me there.
They're just good.
Okay. I mean, yeah, they're good. Yeah. They're good. Yeah, I'll give them that.
Yeah.
Yep. They're good. Bourbon is better.
It is, but the two together.
No. The bourbon is better.
Oh,
warm.
Cold? Oh, warm? Oh.
Yep. And maybe, like, give it a second. I might change my opinion, but like, first shot, I'm thinking it's better warm.
Neat. Still good. Still getting some orangey.
It changes it up a little bit, but definitely better. Neat. Nick, you're right, man. Yeah. Absolutely right, Nick.
It didn't even, it feels hot or cold. It feels like it burns more.
Oh, it feels hot or cold?
Yeah.
It's an icy hot. You're drinking icy hot.
Oh, that's not my glass.
Yeah.
But
oh gosh.
Yeah.
So we've got the new podcast mixer thing, and I don't know. Did you posted the clip? Yeah, there's a clip out there. Mm-hmm. But it's got little sound bites in it, and it takes everything in me sometimes not to hit the sound bite thing. I just make
yeah.
But I know it's like that's not who we are.
No, we're not soundbite guys.
That's not what our podcast is about. Definitely not about the jokes or the good times. So yeah. I think we're button guys. I think we are.
We're gonna have a whole bunch of switchboards here soon.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear
Stream
about
Deck?
What's your favorite movie? Wang wang. What was that noise for? I don't know. It just sounded cool. Speaking of movies,
yeah,
that was my segue into this.
What's up?
What do you think the best cartoon movie is?
Best cartoon movie?
Yep.
Like just like straight up best cartoon movie, or is there quantifiers? Qualifiers? Right? Because like if I want to sit down and I want to trigger all the emotions inside of me,
yeah,
I'm gonna sit down and watch The Brave Little Toaster.
Oh, okay.
Right? Okay. Right? Because you're like, man, this kid really just hated his toaster, left it out in the woods. This toaster cared so much. Do you know why I have such a hard time throwing away appliances?
Can you imagine the ninja running through the garbage?
I see a ninja running all the time.
No, I was going to go with Ratatouille.
Okay.
Have you seen it?
Of course I've seen Ratatouille.
It's about cooking.
Yep.
It's about a rat.
Yep.
Tatouille.
Rat-patootie.
I call it Rat-a-tatouille.
Rat-a-tatouille?
Makes my kids angry.
Okay.
I think it's funny.
Okay.
I like doing it.
So why do you like Ratatouille?
I don't know. It's not funny.
No?
There's no funny. What's funny in Ratatouille?
I mean, the whole concept is kind of funny.
That there's a rat cook?
Yeah.
It's entertaining.
Right.
It's not funny. I didn't laugh once.
You know what is funny?
What?
Know what's coming out
What?
real soon?
Hang on real quick.
Lilo and Stitch.
The
I'm
live
so
action?
excited. I'm so excited.
He said it's coming out soon. It's already out, boo.
Is it already
Yeah,
out?
they went and saw it yesterday. Came out yesterday.
I don't go to movies.
Really?
Yeah.
Why not?
I'll wait until it comes out.
You only
I
go.
can watch it
You'll be
at
all right.
home.
Oh, I thought it was for safety reasons.
No.
I just go
I don't
scrap.
want to be around that many people.
Dude, I tell you what. Here's a trick. You go early
Yeah.
on a weekday
Uh-huh.
by yourself. I would like
With a gun.
Yeah. I feel secure by myself with my gun. I like 2 tickets to Lilo and Stitch.
We feel better here.
Yeah, but no, yeah. Movie theaters aren't that bad.
No.
We went and saw a Minecraft movie in theaters.
Here's a problem that I've run into
Uh-huh.
at this point in my life.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need to watch the movie twice
Okay.
because I'm gonna fall asleep halfway through.
Really?
Guaranteed.
Oh no.
I love it.
Now
The
I
most expensive nap I
my
ever
favorite
take.
thing to do at a movie
Yep.
theater is grab a bunch of snacks, get a drink,
Yep.
and then I eat all the snacks
Yep.
and I drink all the drink
Yep.
before the movie starts. And then I have to go pee halfway through.
Right.
And then I don't feel good for the rest of the movie. I got a little tummy ache from eating all the M&Ms mixed in that popcorn.
Yep. And you wasted like $1,000 to get there.
Well, the kids watched it. But
What?
as soon as you say bathroom to a kid,
Yeah.
I'm going to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Guess who's got to go?
All of them.
All of them.
All of them.
So we're leaving like we're pissed at the movie. Oh, let's pack up our shit.
Yep.
Walk out of the movie theaters. The guy's like, "What's wrong?" And we're like, "Nothing." Then about 20 minutes later, we come back because that's how long it takes with kids.
Mm-hmm.
And you come back, sit down, and watch the end of the movie. But no, we're pretty good about it. And if you go during the weekday, during the day, dude, it's awesome because every time we went to see a movie in the theaters, we would go sign Lincoln out of school early,
Okay.
1:00, and we would run in the movie theaters by 1:30, and it's maybe 4 groups in there.
Yeah.
And it's usually other people that are going, "Hey, you gonna be quiet? Okay, I'll be quiet. You be quiet." You know what I mean?
You better be quiet.
You gotta be quiet.
You gotta keep that down.
Yeah,
That's
so,
interesting. No, it's just so expensive to go to a movie now. And again, like, you have kids,
Yeah.
right? And so, like, there's the whole experience value to them and the family bonding, whatever, right? Like, me and Mira is happy to, like, lay on the couch with the dogs and watch a movie.
Yeah,
And maybe that's the difference, right? Like, we have dogs, not kids. And so, like,
Yeah.
there are security blankets. You got them. We
Yeah.
got the dogs. And, suddenly you start taking dogs to a movie theater and people get upset about it.
I'm their security blanket.
I got you.
Yeah. And me,
I got you. You're the gun.
me and Mr. Pete.
Yep.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, I just like
yeah. Not a fan of
it's
it.
not been.
It's
not
when you
been a
really
thing for
think
a while.
about sitting in a chair that 1,000 people have sat in and
Yep.
sweat in, and
Yep.
nasty popcorn
Yep.
and overpriced drinks.
Yep.
But
Well,
I
the
want them-
popcorn's good.
it's not that great.
The popcorn's awesome.
Not at Thursday at 12 o'clock. I tell you that.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll stop going Thursday at 12
Well,
o'clock.
that's when no one's in there. I'd rather have shitty popcorn than a full theater.
I got you. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
All right, sorry I went off of there. We were
Do you
talking
do the
about something
layered butter?
else. Fuck yeah, dude! I'll put the straw in the thing and get the butter down to the bottom.
There you go.
Yeah, you ever done that?
No.
Yeah, so you stick a straw in the popcorn bucket and you pump the butter in the straw, and the straw makes the butter go to the bottom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got butter soup by the time we're done. But my stomach hurts by the time I get there. I can't eat it
That's fair.
because I ate nachos, a hot dog.
Have you thought
M&Ms.
about not eating that much?
Yeah, but what else are you going to the movie theaters for?
The movie.
Sit there?
Yeah.
And watch a movie?
Yeah.
No. People,
That's why I do it from home.
yeah, I understand that. And maybe I understand that more now that we explain this part. Going to the movie theaters is about relaxing and not paying attention,
I got you.
to me.
Okay.
People go to unwind. You know what I mean? It's quiet. No one's talking. They don't have to talk. They don't have to think. Something's showing them what to think. You know what I mean? How to feel for a little bit. And they're not doing any emotions except for what's on the screen.
Right.
Maybe that's the trick.
I got you. Well, we're coming up on summer.
Yes.
That is like right around the corner. We've already talked about doing a Minecraft movie night with the projector. I think we should try to do like a weekly movie night. Maybe a bi-weekly movie night.
Maybe a monthly.
Monthly? That's
Monthly
only
will
3
probably-
months. That's only 3 movies, though.
I know, but there's not a lot of time
What do you mean?
in the summer.
Why?
Because we're going to go on vacation at some point.
Where are you gonna go?
I don't know. Probably nowhere, but we're going
Right.
to be home doing nothing with nothing going on.
Yeah.
So I don't want to cook hot dogs in the driveway for everyone.
I'm not talking about for everyone. No, you stop doing like you do like the the fun little like everyone's here.
Yeah.
And then we just go to like put a fire in the backyard and right like lock those people out.
Yeah, lock all the other people out and just do something with just us.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Sorry about this, guys. It's not a beer.
Yeah, because we don't drink beer on this podcast. There's no drinking in this podcast of beer.
You say that until we have a beer we want to try and talk about on the podcast.
Well, my cousin sent me that bottle. There's a keg.
There's a keg.
So my cousin sent me a picture of that beer that's aged in Buffalo Trace barrels.
Really? Oh yeah. I can't wait.
I don't know what it's called.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it's called. I know what it's called. He sent it to me, but
yeah,
I'm kind of excited about that.
I wish we had a liquor store that had stuff like that.
Well, it's called
Total Wine.
Total Wine. Yeah, it's kind of like the only place you can go to get that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Mary drove to like 3 different Total Wines for my birthday.
Looking for what?
Looking for Buffalo Trace makes a root beer.
Really?
Yep. And then they also make a cream. And so you mix the Buffalo Trace cream with the root beer. You got a root beer float.
Oh, we've had the Buffalo cream.
Yeah. I have the Buffalo cream.
I got it.
Do you?
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't, well, actually, I think I'm out.
Ooh.
I got Ezra Brooks in the fridge right now.
Well, I got plenty. But like,
I love the Buffalo cream.
I still like the Mary Bowman better.
I haven't had Mary Bowman yet. I will say the Cavalier one is really good.
Okay.
The Tarnished Truth one.
Nope.
That one's really good. It tastes like melted vanilla bean ice cream. Super good. The Ezra Brooks tastes more chocolatey.
Okay. Is it a no, I can't think. Hazelnut?
No, it's just a cream, but it has more chocolate notes in it.
Yeah.
Because I think they make a chocolate whiskey. Chocolate. Yeah, remember there's 3 different versions of Ezra Brooks that we get here. It's the standard 99, the 99 that tastes like chocolate, and the 99 that tastes like cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
Has like cinnamon notes in it.
Because cinnamon is the winner.
I might be completely wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. The red label one.
Sure.
And then they have a cream, and the cream tastes more like chocolate, but the Buffalo one tastes like caramel goodness the whole time you're drinking it. It's awesome.
I got you. Yeah. Well, so I'll have you try the Mary Bowman.
Yeah,
it's pretty 100%. Good. You gotta try it neat. Just drink the cream. It's just.
I put the cream in the fridge and I'll pour a glass of it and I might have some ice cubes when we have people over and I'm just drinking cream. I don't know if that's how you're supposed to drink it.
Well, I mean, you can drink it with coffee.
I don't like coffee.
No, but you get the bourbon.
Oh, you put it in bourbon?
So I have a coffee that you need to try. So it is instead of like the way they normally like bake coffee beans to go from green to black, which is then you grind them and drink them. It's like an electric kettle, or they can do it over a fire.
Yeah.
I have a coffee that is, they use old bourbon barrel staves to dark roast the coffee.
That's pretty cool.
To burn the coffee, right? And so it's got like a nice
smoky bourbon-y feel.
It's got like just like black, it's pretty good, but put some of that Mary Bowman in there and it's like off to the races. Yeah. Unfortunately.
I can't wait to do a Bowman episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we can line some up.
Yeah, I know we have the cast strength or the cast finish. We have the small batch.
Yep, and the port.
Do we have a single barrel still or no? Do you have that? You got the single barrel.
Yep.
Which is kind of hard to find.
Yep.
And then the Mary Bowman cream.
And then the Mary Bowman, we'll follow it up with that. Yeah, that'll be fine.
That's crazy.
It is.
That's the hardest part about this hobby, man. You get into one thing that you like, and they have so many different versions.
Well, see, I think that the hardest part about it is trying all the versions at one time.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's really tough to do. When you got 6 different things that you got to try and you want to get like a good try for, like lining up 6 shots doesn't sound like a good idea to me at any given point anymore. Yeah. Right.
Well, that's like the Weller's night. My idea was maybe do like quarter pours, half pours.
Right.
Of a shot just so you get to taste it.
A little warm splash.
You can taste it twice is really the goal.
Cold splash.
Because I don't want to waste, $2,000 worth of whiskey either. Oh,
no.
Good luck. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But
when you get home, try to taste it on the way out.
Yeah. That's your last shot. Well, can we have some more of that? Yeah, about 4 hours. You keep drinking
go
like
home,
that.
you're gonna get the
taste it again.
spins.
Yeah.
Game over.
Yeah. You're running through a forest.
Oh, God. Wake up in the neighbor's front yard.
You didn't wake up.
Y'all woke me up.
You weren't awake.
I knew I was very aware.
To a van.
I even heard y'all looking for me.
Yeah, so we're having Brandon's 21st birthday party?
No, it was
20th?
20th, maybe.
I was older. Right? No. You're right. It was,
20th, maybe. I know it
maybe.
wasn't my 21st because my 21st was at Dockers.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So we're having your birthday party. I don't know where you went before, but you show up at the house. We're having a party at Genie Street.
Yep.
And we're partying, right? Just having a good time, taking shots, chilling, all this stuff. And we start playing Kings in the dining room.
Okay.
And we're playing for about an hour or two. And then I looked over at Greg, and Greg was staying sober to drive you home.
Right.
Because that was, I guess, the plan. You just wanted to get home that night. You didn't care
right.
what happened, where you went, which drink, but you had to get home. And Greg said, I'll stay sober to take you. And about an hour into that, we're sitting there playing cards, and I look around and go, hey, where the fuck is Brandon? And everyone's like, I don't know, where's Brandon? And so we searched the whole house. Like, maybe he went upstairs to sleep. Maybe he went in the garage to sleep. Maybe he went, you know what I mean? His garage he wasn't just sleeping in the garage. It was like converted into a different room.
You've by now you've heard the story that the garage is where Bobby and Billy lived.
Not then. Billy was gone.
No?
Yeah,
okay.
he was gone.
Yeah,
Billy was gone. But we're walking around and we can't find you because I think it's because he parked remember your dad's Nissan Quest?
We were in the Quest.
You were in the Quest. And I think he parked it so we couldn't see that side of the yard. And not even that the fact that you were in a side yard, you were in the neighbor's yard sleeping. Like just laying down in the grass. I don't know what do you remember what went through your mind that night when you decided to go sleep in the neighbor's yard?
Do I remember what?
What was going through your mind when you decided that was a good place to lay down?
No, not at all. I don't actually remember why I ended up there.
Yeah.
What I imagine probably happened is that I went to get my pack of cigarettes.
Out of the van.
Out of the van.
Okay.
Because I was only like 10 feet away from the van.
Yeah.
So if I had to guess, that's probably what happened.
Yeah.
But the long and short is no. I don't know why I was in the neighbor's yard. But what I will say, when I'm drunk, I love passing out in the grass. I don't know what it is. Right? Because it's not the only story. It might be the only one we tell tonight. But that's not even the only story of you finding me asleep in the grass.
Yeah. But that was a bad one because I was running around the house. I was like, where the hell do you go? Greg's sober. I'm like, Greg, it was your job. You had one job, bro.
Right.
Stay with Brandon, get him home. That was your two jobs. That's all you had to do. And, yeah, he was running around. I was like, I don't know where he's at. I'm running up downstairs, looking around back. I think the tent was still up, maybe. Something like that was going on in the backyard. And,
I don't think the tent was up.
They were like, we got him. We found him. I was like, okay, cool. Where's he at? And they're like, he's in the van now. I was like, where the fuck was he? He's sleeping right there in the neighbor's yard. Fucking idiot. That was the main road. The cops loved to bust us.
We never got busted.
Yeah, but they were always driving by. It's because when they drove by, we went inside.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, we used to just stand out on the front porch and smoke and hold guns.
Yeah. Crazy neighborhood, crazy times.
Is what it is.
Welcome to the Gona.
Because there was that time, y'all, I wasn't even there for that.
With me and Greg?
Yeah, the time y'all almost got shot by the police.
But we didn't get shot. We weren't almost. We were good. We were good the whole time. They let Greg walk away with a loaded shotgun.
Fair enough.
Yeah, someone else was popping shots around the corner. And me and Greg ran out to make sure everything was all right. And then there's a lady screaming. So we went towards the lady, but I was like, go get the gun because we're not going to. Clearly, there's a gun over there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We're going in the direction of the gun without the gun.
Go grab the gun. But yeah, then the truck flew past us and the cop showed up and Greg was still holding it in the middle of the road. He was very professional with it. And the cop rolled up to me and he was like, hey man, he pulled up quick. What's going on? And I was like, I don't know. You tell me, Hoss. I just got out here. And he was like, what's that guy doing? Pointing at Greg. Greg's holding the shotgun over on the side of the road. And I'm like, oh, don't worry about him. He's with me. Like, hey, the cop knows who the fuck I am.
Right.
Don't worry about him. He's with me. I was like, yeah, but there's some shit going on up here around the corner. And sure enough, they were like, get him inside. And I was like, Greg, you're good. I got another gun. Go inside. He was like, okay.
Yep.
So,
Leave it to you to show up with a shotgun to a handgun fight.
Yeah, I was like, dude never did it again.
That's fair.
You drive down the road and there's a bunch of fucking people outside with guns ready to go.
It's because he eats that shit.
Yeah, oh, I eat that shit. The kid that got beat up.
Oh my God, that was so good.
Yeah. A lot more stories about that neighborhood and parties, and
Yep.
that one's not the funnest one, but there's definitely some fun ones.
Which one's not the funnest one?
That one with Greg.
Oh, yeah.
It happened in like 10 minutes. Yeah, me and Melanie were laying down. We heard the shots go off. I threw Melanie on the floor. She was like, what the fuck was that? I was like, it's a gunshot. You don't know what a gunshot sounds like? That's why I threw you on the floor. Get down. She was like, oh, okay. And then me and Greg went and checked it out.
On the floor. She's like, oh, we're doing this? And he's like, no, get down.
Greg's in here.
Oh, my
Greg's
God.
in the night. No. Yeah.
Man, that's crazy. I didn't know Mel was there.
Yeah.
Yep. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy times.
Yeah.
Nuts times.
Yeah. So, otherwise, day's been going good. Whiskey's great.
Right.
Maybe we'll go to the liquor store tomorrow, see if we can't find something cool.
Is there anything we're actually looking for, or just
That
like,
again, maybe another bottle of that, so we don't care about killing it.
See if we can get the other side,
Yeah.
like one of the other
The
antlers.
other versions of that, yeah.
Yeah, we could do that.
Always on the look for Weller's Foolproof. Always on the look for Weller's CYPB. They're all going to be in the lottery, though.
Probably.
Which I've been lucky enough to win 2 of them so far.
Mm-hmm. Well, you got to do better reminding me to sign up for the lotteries.
I will. When there's a good one. Whenever we started talking about podcasts and sign up for lotteries and making sure we can get some cool bottles, they were doing the Eagle Rare, which we didn't want. Either one of us didn't want that one.
Yeah, but we could have signed up for it anyway.
For what? If you get pulled in that one, what are the chances you get 2 in a row?
I mean,
So that's what I play. I play my lottery chances like I don't sign up for one that I don't really care for, and I always sign up for the ones I really want.
So we're not aftermarket sellers, right?
No.
That's not what we're after. But I'm happy to trade. Right? So like if we don't want a bottle of Eagle Rare,
and my problem
but there
was
was
that
something
bottle
else
was
that we wanted.
$1,500 MSRP, and Virginia's selling it for $3,000.
It was a $3,000 bottle.
It was
Never mind. You're not gonna get
$3,000.
that.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. There's no reason to put that money into that. And then I got to find someone that wants $3,000 bottle of Eagle Rare. Maybe I could have. I don't know.
I'm sure you could have found somebody because lots of people applied for the lottery.
Like 22,000 people.
Yeah. So one of those 22 would have been like, oh yeah, I'll pay you what you paid for it.
Yeah, or that in
Easy
harder
day.
to find liquor.
Right.
Because I'd have taken if we did $3,000, I'd have taken $4,000 in hard to find liquor over.
Right.
Maybe $2,000, maybe $3,000 in some hard to find bottles. Call it
Yeah, I mean, if it's in like, bring me a bottle of Weller's 12 and $3,000 and it's yours.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, boom. We traded and got our money back.
Yeah. I just didn't want to tie up $3,000 into a bottle.
No, I didn't realize it was $3,000.
And the problem is the MSRP is $1,500.
Right.
Now, I understand there is a finder's fee. You know what I mean? I'm not expecting to pay $50 for a foolproof bottle of Weller's.
Mm-hmm.
The going rate right now is probably about $200 on the secondary.
Right.
If you can find a buddy between $150-ish, you know what I mean? There's a finder's fee for that bottle. MSRP is $65-$75. That I can understand doubling the price to a secondary guy, but to the state,
Right.
I'm not giving you an extra $1,500 just because you want to be stingy.
Yeah, for what? For
I
what?
don't like Eagle Rare. I do like Eagle Rare just in its
I
own
don't like
time.
Eagle Rare.
I don't think we've had it. We didn't even get it a fair shot.
Nope, I've given it a shot.
Really?
Yeah, I think we've had this argument before because I've tried it twice. I tried it before handing Wayne the bottle and being like, yeah, I definitely don't like this.
Yeah.
I don't want it. So,
I just bought the big one because it looks cool.
and I've heard, I've had people tell me, they're like, oh, you just it's this, it's that. And I'm like, no, I just don't like it.
And I like Blanton's.
Right. Well, and so, see, I'm hit or miss on Blanton's. I got 2 bottles of Blanton's, and I tell you what, I don't go to it very often. You got to put the H in front of the W when you say the what.
What? Pablo Escobar, Bobby Labonte.
Stop.
But I don't go to Blanton's either, and it's probably because it's an $80 bottle and an $80 bottle here.
See, and it's not even that for me. It's like, so night of my wedding, we're in the backyard. We had a bottle, cracked it open. I had a small glass.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what?
I'd much prefer Buffalo.
I really just want to continue drinking my port barrel.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay.
Yep.
Well, my thing was, by the time we got after your wedding to the after party, I went, if I drink anymore, I'm going to throw up.
Oh, yeah?
Because we had been drinking for a day.
Most of the day.
Yeah.
Because we started and we were getting dressed.
Yeah.
because I brought that bottle of Buffalo with me. Yep. Yeah. That was good times, though. So, but yeah, no, like that night, I had the one glass of Blanton's. I shared some with Carly and Davey.
Oh, yeah.
And then I was like, I'm going back to drinking my port.
Yeah.
So, we should have Davey on at some point. I like Davey.
Do you?
Yeah, he's a good guy.
That's what I'm saying. This list can ever grow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Put people on, take people off, whatever we want to do.
Absolutely.
I know we're getting near the end of the podcast now. I would want to remind everybody to try a bottle of Lost Distilling. What's it called?
It's Lost
Whiskey Club.
Yeah.
Look that up. Check it out. Go find it at your local store. Grab a bottle. It is awesome. Don't just take my word for it. Go buy a bottle and try it yourself.
And a special shout out to Nick Chiaffi. Again, Nick, I really hope I pronounced it right. I'm going to hand it to Bobby and see if he can tell me how would you pronounce that?
Chiaffi.
Chiaffi. That's how he said. He said
Nick Chiaffi.
Cheoffeee. Yeah. Chiaffi.
Nick Chiaffi.
Maybe it's Chiaffi.
Chiaffi. Chiaffi.
Nick, thank you so much for just being a really cool distillery owner. Taking some time to talk to people about your bourbon. Like, it's good. The bourbon is good. I like it. Once I finish this glass while we're editing, I'm probably actually going to have another glass.
I poured the ice out. I like it neat.
It's better neat, for sure. For everybody out there listening, it is better neat. Nick, if you disagree, invite us over and tell us why.
Yeah. And if you got any harder to find stuff, we would love to try it.
But it's just super cool that this guy is like, talk to me about my bourbons. He wants to hear from people, and that's just super awesome.
Yeah.
This is just like, you can't say enough. It's like, it's a bonus that the bourbon is good, right?
Yeah.
Like the owner is good and the bourbon's good.
But I want to say this.
That's a true
Have
win.
we met anyone yet that we've told about this podcast or have talked about with our bourbon journey, right? No matter where you're at. People in the bourbon world, man, or the whiskey world are just so 98% of them are chill.
Possibly.
Yeah. There's a lot of people out there that are high and mighty, but that's in every group, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
This group has been super opening. You should see the followers Instagram update on who we're getting following us now.
Yep.
We're getting, which is weird, Cuddy something. Can't remember.
Yeah, okay.
Cuddy Sack.
Cool.
Cuddy Soak.
Yeah, something like
Whatever. But we're getting distilleries following us.
Right.
And we haven't released any much.
Yeah.
We have not been in this world very long.
Oh, we haven't even released at all.
Yeah. Well,
at this point, while we were recording, there still has not been a
we've only
release.
released 7 episodes.
This is our 6th episode.
But the Instagram's growing. The support for this is growing. We're going to have to start doing some merch here soon by the time this comes out.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We're definitely going to.
All right.
I want to wear my own shirts. That's all I'm saying.
You're wearing your own shirt now.
Yeah, I want multiples.
Yeah, we'll get them in different colors.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely want, like, gray.
A gray shirt?
I want a gray shirt. Yeah. This gray shirt.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think this bigger on the back with the OFF on the front would be dope.
For the what's the bourbon festival?
Oh yeah, exactly. We're gonna rock these at the bourbon festival. We'll get ones that we love
for sure,
and we'll probably get cooler looking ones, multicolored and stuff. But that's the Virginia Beach Bourbon Invitational. Yeah, so we're gonna be there November 9th. That's for sure. We don't know if we're getting VIP tickets yet. We're definitely gonna be there as general pop, and we're gonna try some stuff and try to make some connections there.
See how it goes.
Yeah. We also, I think we're going to check out the Bourbon and Bacon Festival in Smithfield.
Oh, are we?
I think that's probably going to be a fun one.
I mean, you just give me the dates. I'll put in the time off request and we'll just go.
Yeah. Smithfield isn't that far away. We can probably get a ride out there so we can drink a little bit and come back sober.
Right.
I don't want to be stuck in Smithfield. But yeah, that's pretty close to us. We can run over there real quick and come back.
Right. I mean, worst case scenario, right? You go over there, around... It depends what time it starts.
Say get a hotel.
No, it just depends what time it starts.
Oh, it's like middle of the day.
Yeah, like if it's starting at noon, we drink until 3 o'clock and then just freaking hang out until 8 o'clock, and it's an hour drive home.
Yeah. And you're not drinking, I don't think you're drinking heavily there. You're drinking kind of steadily through the day while you're eating. Another thing that'd be cool to look into if we could find another red, white, and brew to go to this summer or something like that. One of the beer festivals were fun to go to.
That was a good time.
That was down in the Norfolk Zoo.
Yep.
So, we're going to find out some things to do, get out there, get our names out there as much as possible, and hopefully keep growing this so we can keep doing it.
Exactly.
Because that's really the goal. We just want to keep doing this.
Yep. Give us an excuse to keep doing this. Just keep trying something fun every so often, and we'll be good. We'll be great.
We got to keep the bourbon fund going.
The bourbon fund?
The bourbon fund. Which I say that, but between us, we got probably 100 bottles that we can try. So there's a lot just in what we already own.
Yeah. And it continues to pile up.
Yeah. Yep. We'll watch tomorrow. Get 30 more bottles.
There you go. Time to start that lost flight.
Yeah. But you guys follow us on Instagram. Check us out on TikTok. I haven't really done much on. But Instagram seems to be where the main spot is for us right now. The most easiest to use.
Mm-hmm. Not doing the TikToks?
I am. The TikToks are getting posted everything, but Instagram's getting it first. And I'm getting a lot more traction on Instagram.
That's fine.
I think if you guys want to, usually I would assume they want to know us a little bit better, see what we're doing. Instagram's way easier for me to use. I don't know why. Because I'm freaking old.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're doing better than me because I don't do the Instagram thing.
Yeah, every time Brandon comes over, I'm like, oh, we got this new follower, it's this. Yep. We got this new follower, it's this. And it's a bunch of bourbon. What do you call those people?
Enthusiasts?
Enthusiasts, but they're like...
influencers.
Some bourbon influencers following us now, which I didn't know that was a thing. But I think that's what I want to do.
I mean, that's where we're headed.
Yeah, bourbon.
I mean, if we keep doing this.
I thought we were just hanging out drinking whiskey.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Which is what our goal is if it's 10 years from now. What are you doing? Just going to have a drink with Brandon and record it? See what happens?
We don't... We're going to get to a point where we don't know what drinking bourbon without a foam microphone in front of us is. That's going to be a sad time.
Yeah. I think we can. I can still drink without it. We're going to drink without it here in a minute when we're editing.
We are.
Check us out. I got with the YouTube starting up soon also.
Yeah, so we'll cover that just a little bit, just like real quick.
Yeah.
Because we're learning a lot about how to release these things and finding out
there's more to that. I actually just tried to release one, and I can set a release date, and it said within 24 hours.
Ah, perfect.
So I thought it was going to hold us up like a week because some said it could be a week to be released on some of the platforms, but it looks like it's about 24 hours of what we're doing.
All right,
and we might want to look in and try to actually release something tonight because we can set a date.
I got you.
For it to release, and we can do it all then.
Awesome.
So that, and then the YouTube's definitely probably another route to go there. Just
the YouTube, I just know, like, I know how to release on YouTube. And it's
upload
easy.
And it uploads.
And it's done. Yep.
So episode 1 through 6.
Yeah, because they'll watch you for community violations, guideline violations, as opposed to, I think the other ones want to get their violations before you even post.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's what I'm guessing is why there's a hold time.
Are you allowed to say certain things? We'll figure that out. We'll go over that later.
We're fine.
Okay.
We're fine.
I didn't know if you're allowed to talk about drinking on...
Oh, yeah, absolutely are. You're not allowed to bully people. There's all kinds of things.
Yeah. We're not bullying anyone. Come on in.
Right?
Grab a glass.
Yep.
Be quiet.
Bring a bottle.
Bring a bottle. You're in the party. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for tonight. We will see you guys next time here on the Old Fashioned Podcast.
Absolutely. Cheers.
And that's a wrap for today on the Old Fashioned Friendship. We hope you enjoyed the drinks and the trip down memory lane as much as we did.
I know it's always a good day for us. We can crack open a bottle and share some of our stories from a more simple time. Hopefully you got a good laugh and a thirst for bourbon.
If you like what you heard, don't forget to subscribe and leave us a review or hit us up on social media. The links are in the description below.
And if you have any stories of your own, we'd love to hear them. Send us a message. Maybe your story will remind us of one we forgot.
Until next time, pour yourself a drink and keep the stories flowing.
And cheers to 20 years of friendship and many more to come.
Cheers.